Yo, what's good, YouTube? So I got a pretty good topic for us today to kind of go over. I'm going to go over the number one tip that helped me once I started making beats. Like in the beginning when I first started, I remember I would be making beats and people would be like, "How do you know like what notes and melodies and everything? Like how our notes and chords go together? How do you know how to do that? How do you know which notes to pick?" I remember plenty of producers, ones that started off sampling and whatnot when I first started, that would not make beats and melodies and whatnot because they really didn't know how to. They didn't know any music theory, and they would ask me like, "How do you know which ones to click on?" And I would try to explain it to them as best as I could because I really don't really know a whole lot of music theory myself. I just have done this long enough to where I can kind of I can know what I'm doing. That's why when I hear people talking about let's do loops and I'm gonna see some patterns, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good because it kind of tells me they don't know how to make beats for real. They know how to like re-loop some stuff or sample. But let me show you an easy trick on how to actually create your own melodies. So what I used to do is I would have a sampler plug-in right here. So what we'll do is we'll click insert and then go up here and click sampler, right? So then I would right click sampler and then I go into the piano roll. So what I would used to do is I would hit this drop down arrow, and this is a little tool that I learned from a couple people. Now, if you're making something with chords, you can always use these chords here, the melodic chords. If you're doing melodic scale and you're doing more of like piano playing, you'd want to use the melodic scales. These other ones I'm not as familiar with. And like I said, I don't know a whole lot of music theory, but I know enough to obviously make beats. So let's go ahead. So what I would do would be, so let's just say I want to make a major melodic scale. So I would take the click major melodic scale and I would go ahead and start kind of playing on the keypad with sounds with the keys. So let's go back to FL keys and I'll show you what I mean. So let's say I'm using FL keys. Um, so let's scroll down some. So I'll just kind of play with this until I found, let's just say those notes there, right? So what is that, C sharp? Okay. So we would go back to the sampler. Let's just say those were the keys I kind of wanted to use. So I would go to C sharp, which is here, and obviously it's not going to make a noise, and click on C sharp. But as you can see, it's going to put in all those melodic scales for you. Then I would stretch it out for the length of however I'm doing it, whether it be 4 bars, 8 bars, and then I would copy this. So I would hit Control C, and then I would hit Control V, right? So to copy and paste it, and then I would hit Control up and move it up an octave, right? And then slide it over like that. Then I copy again, Control C, Control V, and Control up or down. You can do it down like that, and then Control C, Control V, Control up, and then line it up, right? Now, then what you'd want to do is go over here, back to that drop down arrow, hit Tools, is where I believe that it's at, or either it's under helpers actually. Now I remember it's under helpers. I have mine turned on, but you'd want to turn on your ghost notes so that you can see the notes that you've already clicked in. Let's click view. Yeah, I think it's under view, and then yep, ghost channels. So you'd want to click that ghost channels button, right? And what that's going to allow you to do is when you're on other screens to be able to see the notes you use, right? So after I've already lined up my chords or my melodic scale, now I can see which ones all go together, right? So I would go and start with, what did I say, C sharp? I would go to C sharp, and then let's just say I'm randomly clicking in stuff. And as you can see, it'll all go together. And just start clicking in notes. And as you can see, no matter which note I click on, they're all going to go together. And that's how I would make my melodies. You loop that and keep playing with it, do whatever you want. Obviously, I'm just making a really simple, stupid melody, but as you can see, no matter where I click, all the notes are going to go together. And then I would layer them. And then let's layer it right there. And that's how I would make my melodies. Because if you can hear, like, even though it's a very simple 1, 2, 3 ABC Fisher Price type melody, you can hear the cadence and the sound of where my sound comes from. As far as I put these melodies together, I'd layer them a little bit and start making a melody, tweak the melody, whether I put it half speed or add some effect to it or add a whole bunch of reverb and delay or something or anything, whatever, and then start tweaking it and making my melodic melodies. But that's how I started off in the beginning, learning how to make melodies because I didn't know music scales, I didn't know the chords as well. I didn't have a keyboard to use to kind of teach myself and learn. I just had to use the tools that were available to me on FL Studio. So this is a really great tool. So you'd want to use like I said, go up here, you click stamp, and then you can play with all of these and figure out which one you like, and just kind of start playing with them. After you've figured out the chords and the keys and everything that goes together, then you go and go to view. You click the ghost channel so that way you can see through it, and then you just click on all the chords or the notes or whatever that you've got here. You click on it, and they all should go together. You may have like one or two where it just kind of sounds funny and it has some tension and it doesn't go together. Just move that note and keep playing with it. But until you've learned how to actually make beats, put them together, you can hear it and be like, okay, these notes and this melody goes together. Use this as an excellent tool to go ahead and get started. And that's how I started off making beats in the beginning. But I'm just making this short and sweet for you guys, man. That's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Keep following me on all my social media. On all social medias, I'm Milan Makes Beats. If I got it, you find me. If I don't, you won't. And that's it, man. Just keeping it really short and simple today. I hope you guys enjoy your Sunday. Follow me, like I say, follow me on all my social media. Add a like to to this video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Either which way, just interact with the video so the algorithm works in my favor. And that's all we got for you guys today, man. Drop some comments in the comment section of what you think of this video or what do you want to see next or what other tips and tricks you may want to see. But this is by far one of the best tips or tricks that I learned when I first started making beats that helped me out in the beginning. So that's all I got for you guys today, and on to the next one. Peace.